this organization because I heard about sex trafficking around 2013, and when I heard about it, I began to learn all I could about it, and it was just something I couldn't let go. I couldn't let go of the image in my head that young girls were being forced and coerced into trafficking, into sleeping with 10 and 20 guys a day. So I started a nonprofit because I'm just determined to help girls who have been victimized and traumatized by sex trafficking.
I met the founder of My Sister, My Seed many years ago, and she's just been doing some really good work. I mean, you can't help but hear about the work that she's doing in the community, helping young women and young girls who are just finding themselves in serious situations. And so I wanted to be a part. I really wanted to come out and make my contribution concrete and not just be a Facebook fan, but actually participate in the work that she's doing.
We put in office, we have to make sure we demand services and benefits for ourselves. And today I called you all here together to do just that, to empower you, to help you feel empowered. And there are just two things I want you to take away from this event and from this day. There are just two reasons that I called us all here today. And those two things that I want you to take away are, first, I want everyone here to make self-care a priority. Can you tell that to one other sister? Can you just tell them you need to make self-care a priority? I just want us to really get that. And the second reason I called us here today is because I want and need every woman to leave here knowing how sex trafficking is destroying the lives of very young girls. But I don't want you to just be informed. I want you to get angry. And I need you to be outraged because there's too much silence around this issue. I need us to talk about it. I need us to be outraged about what is happening to young girls to the point that we get involved in the fight.
Facts. Human trafficking is a $32 billion industry. $7 billion more than McDonald's made last year.
I didn't even know that it was an issue to the degree that it is until I started listening to My Sister, My Seed and paying attention to the work that they are doing and the messages that they're sending out here in the community. I didn't know that there are so many young girls who are affected. I hear it, but it still seems to be on the periphery of society. It's still this thing that we hear about and then we go on with our lives, and nobody's really raising the call and saying, wait a minute, we can't allow this to be, you know. And so this organization has really just lit a fire inside of me to understand that, wait a minute, just because we don't hear about it doesn't mean that it's not happening. And just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not real.
When she tells me the story, I know mommy's a drug addict because mommy sleeps all the time, and she's probably a prostitute as well because she explains to me that her mother has lots of boyfriends. And so because she's drugged up and sleeping all the time, she lets her boyfriends have a code. And the code, she teaches her little girl. If someone doesn't tell you that code, you don't go with him. So my boyfriend's gonna come to the bus stop and pick you up, okay? So he's gonna give you a code. So the code is 231. So she waits for someone to come to get her from the bus stop, and he says 231. Only this time, one of those boyfriends sold that code to somebody else. So he comes to the bus stop, he says 231, she gets in his car, she's not paying for 2 more years. 2 years. She says to me, Miss Wilkes, I did not know that what I was doing was called sex.
Well, I mean, I think the thing that really has resonated with me today is that the work that Dr. Rather is doing with her organization is all about focusing on child trafficking and preventing that, but it's also under this bigger message of empowering women. And so that's what I felt today. I felt connected to the other sisters that were here. I felt connected in the call and the purpose to help other women who are not feeling what I felt today, to bring them in and to know that the ups and downs are normal and they're real and they're part of life for all of us as women. So I just felt connected to a greater purpose of women coming together to help other women, and that right there is revolutionary in and of itself.
We focus a lot on restorative programs, and those restorative programs, we have one particular initiative called Survivors Day Out, and we take girls who have been traumatized by sex trafficking, and when you've been traumatized by sex trafficking, trafficking, you are really stripped of your dignity, your self-worth, your self-esteem. So our restorative programs and our Survivors Day Out program takes these girls who have been trafficked, we take them to the spa, we get them manicures and pedicures, we get them makeup done, we get them pictures, we take them out for a fine dining experience, a real fine dining experience, and then we give them a gift. It's a love bracelet that we give to them because we want these girls to know that they are loved, that their community has not forgotten them, and we want them to know that they are not the experiences that have happened to them. So our restorative program is all about healing and wholeness and restoring these girls back to who God really created them to be.